decades and he still comes.
How you doing, buddy? Brought you your favorite candies.
Come on, Lloyd, you gotta get over her. Mary Samsonite was just a girl.
That's it, kid. Come on, come on, come on. Spit it out.
God, yeah!
Wait a minute. So you mean you have been faking for 20 years? And it was all for a gag?
Yep.
That's awesome!
Oh, why don't you roll me inside? We'll get the nurse to take the catheter out of me.
We don't need nurses for that.
But don't you have to... I like what you've done with the place. Who's this?
Oh, that's Butthole. I found him out in the alley.
Why'd you name him Butthole?
Because of this.
Good name. Totally fits.
It's a postcard from Freda Felcher. Harry, I'm pregnant. Please call me.
What do you think it means, Harry?
Lloyd, I'm gonna be a dad. Ah! Look at the postmark.
1991.
I had a daughter. I gave her up for adoption.
What if we go track her down?
You're hot for my daughter.
What? Am I right?
What?
Am I right?
That's insane.
I like her a lot.
I know she'll appreciate all the trouble you've gone to find her. Let's call her.
It's ringing.
Whoever this is, we're in the middle of something very important here.
This is your dad.
What?
Hey, guys. I know this is weird timing, but I gotta take this. It's my dead dad.
She's got me on hold.
Mikey?
Yeah, Gran.
I've got the diamonds.
Mikey's listening.
They're underneath me.
Did you hide them inside this turkey?
They're just above the giblets.
There's no diamonds in here.
And you're not my grandson.
Harry, she's got me. She's really clamping down.
You can cross that one off your bucket list.
Yo, guy, how's it going? This is MoVernie On The Move, live in studio at TorontoPav.com. Special shout out to my director, Joseph Morris. Today, there's a lot of things happening, a lot of hot stuff, hot spot. I'm going to show you the stuff that I covered last week. And most importantly, this week, we have a double header because I have two special guests tonight to show you and inform you all the stuff that's happening in Toronto. And the first one, which is in my studio right now, is Vice President of Fund and Development as well as Marketing for ALS Canada. She's going to come in and tell us about the upcoming events that are happening in Toronto this month, because this month is the ALS Awareness Month, and we're going to talk about it. As well, if you're a Revel Magic, you love magic, magician here, Robert Tester is in the house, in the building, and he's going to show you some tricks that you would like to know. So this is how it is. And in case today I decided to sign up for my World Cup, are you guys ready for World Cup? There are a lot of countries around the world. This is one of the biggest events around the world that united everybody together. And you know what? I placed my charity bet on the World Cup. It turns out that the top two teams that I chose, Germany and Argentina. So I want to know which team that you think is going to win the World Cup. And there will be a lot of happenings in Toronto, and you already see a lot of flags in the cars, and that's a great way to learn about different countries. Sometimes the car just drive by, and you're wondering, what is that flag is all about? And you really learn about the multiculturalism in Toronto, and it's amazing. Now, but first, we're going to show you the latest trailer. It's picking a lot of hot topics in the last 12 hours. Dumb and Dumber 2. This movie have been for a long time. Jim Carrey on his peak hours, his peak days, and I still love this movie. I don't know why it took so long for them to decide to have a Dumb and Dumber 2, but let's check out some of the trailer just a little bit to see what it looks like.
There he is again. Almost 2 decades and he still comes.
How you doing, buddy? Brought you your favorite candies. Come on, Lloyd, you gotta get over her. Mary Samsonite was just a girl.
That's it, kid. Come on, come on, come on. Spit it out. God, yeah! Wait a minute. So you mean you have been faking for 20 years? And it was all for a gag?
Yep.
That's awesome!
Oh, why don't you roll me inside? We'll get the nurse to take the catheter out of me.
We don't need nurses for that.
But don't you have to...
Man, I miss these guys, especially Jim Carrey. I think he's still got game. Just looking at the way he just looked like in that kind of outfit is just hilarious already. So if you want to check out the trailer, make sure you're going to check it out. And this is happening right now. A lot of topics. Miss Jim Carrey. He's always the funny guy. He's still got game. So let's talk about the last two events that I covered last week. First of all, I got invited by Shrug Entertainment. Thank you very much to them that I got invited to test out some of the amazing, coolest high-tech technology from Jabra. Jabra, I realize, is manufactured in Copenhagen, Denmark, which I'm going to be flying over there this weekend. It's just coincidence I was there. And I was able to check out some of these amazing technology there. There's wireless headphones, perfect for me, especially people out there who's going to work out. I know you guys work out, fitness, everything. You know, when you're working out, there's this wire tagging along the iPhone. Is just annoying. But this is a wireless phone, and it's called the Rocks. I guess it really rocks, and it's called the Rocks. And it's wired to your Bluetooth, and all you need to do is just connect it to Bluetooth, and you can listen to it. Now look at these cool colors. These are speakers. So in case you like you want to play your music, whether hip-hop or anything, you just connect to that speaker, and that amplifier is perfect. You can play it at your softball game, which I did that yesterday, playing my favorite music before I go at bat and play the ball, or you go to a nice picnic or at the beach. This is an awesome, very mini speaker that you can take. So it was really cool, and I thank for Shrug Entertainment. I got to try the Rocks myself. I'm carrying it over to Copenhagen this week and pump out more music over there. And another second event which is really cool and it's very meaningful is a charity and as well as a book launch for author Carolyn Reed. She just launched her book called Alzheimer's, and basically is a book that about her life with her mother who has Alzheimer's, and she wanted to release a book launch to tell people more about the disease and her experience, and it was really for a good cause. Let's check out her thank you speech at the Sterling Room last week talking about the book.
The woman we've all come to see tonight and support. Everybody give a round of applause for our author, Karen. Who's going to say a couple words for us?
Everyone who came out tonight means a lot to me. This, of course, is my first book of hopefully many. And it was a very bittersweet journey because my mom is still with me and she's still at home. And it was a very difficult book to write, whoever that is. And I would like to thank Peter, because this wouldn't have been possible without him, and my brother for traveling all the way from Trinidad to support me.
Well, it was a special thank you speech, and this is for very meaningful for book launch. And remember, if you want to buy her book, make sure you check it out. Follow her, Karen Reed, the author. Now, stay tuned, keep it locked. We're going to show the rest of the trailer of Dumb and Dumber. But after this segment, we're going to have a special guest with me from ALS Canada. We're going to talk about more about what is ALS and all the upcoming positive upcoming events that you can participate or you can donate and fundraise, help the fundraiser as well. Check it out.
I like what you've done with the place. Who's this? Oh, that's Butthole. I found him out in the alley.
Why'd you name Butthole?
Because of this.
Good name. Totally fits.
It's a postcard from Freda Felcher. Harry, I'm pregnant. Please call me.
What do you think it means, Harry?
Floyd, I'm gonna be a dad.
Ah! Look at the postmark. 1991.
I had a daughter. I gave her up for adoption.
Well, what if we go track her down?
You're hot for my daughter.
What? Am I right? What? Am I right?
That's insane.
I like her a lot.
I know she'll appreciate all the trouble you've gone to find her. Let's call her.
It's ringing.
Whoever this is, we're in the middle of something very important here.
This is your dad.
What?
Hey, guys, I know this is weird timing, but I gotta take this. It's my dead dad.
She's got me on hold.
Mikey?
Yeah, Gran.
I've got the diamonds.
Mikey's listening.
They're underneath me.
Did you hide them inside this turkey?
They're just above the giblets.
There's no diamonds in here.
And you're not my grandson.
Harry, she's got me. She's really clamping down.
You can cross that one off your bucket list.
Man, love that trailer. Dumb and Dumber 2. Stay tuned. It's upcoming event. And you know what? Right now, live in studio, MoVernie On The Move, right here beside me, is Vice President, Fund and Development as well as Marketing from ALS Canada, Dav Stokovich. Nice to have you here.
Nice to be here. Thanks for inviting me during ALS Awareness Month.
This is a very special month for everybody, as well as ALS. And to be honest with you, when one of my ex-coworker diagnosed with ALS, and to be honest with you, I didn't really know a lot about ALS. And I have another friend whose father passed away.
Yeah.
And so I'm pretty sure a lot of people surrounding us in the society are probably know people who are diagnosed with ALS. So can you tell us more about what is ALS and also known as Lou Gehrig's disease?
Right. Well, you're not alone. In fact, we just did an Ipsos Reid nationwide survey. 4 out of 10 Canadians don't know what ALS is. So this is great timing that we're here today to help explain a little more about it. It is a complex disease, one that's not well understood. Basically, just to put it in basic terms, it's the paralysis of the cells that connect the brain to your muscles, which means that over time, in fact, the average lifespan of a person diagnosed with ALS is 3 to 5 years. So over that period of time, progressively, a person loses their ability to move, to speak, to swallow. But what remains intact is the brain function, and many of them describe it as being trapped in their own bodies because they can't move, but they can think exactly as they always have. So it's very complex, devastating, of course. 1 to 3 people a day die of ALS. Wow. 3,000 people in Canada are suffering from ALS. So we have a lot of work to do in terms of increasing awareness and raising funds to support people with ALS.
Now, Dev, is there any solution to this? Is there any way to cure this right now?
Right now, there isn't a cure, but what we have is a lot of hope. So our researchers, we fund research nationwide. Thanks to our fundraising events. We're a 100% donor-funded organization. So we fundraise across Canada. The Walk for ALS is our primary fundraiser for research. 40% of the funds raised go to research. This year, our goal is $4 million, for example, and 40% of that will be directed to ALS research. So we fund peer-reviewed research coast to coast at universities across Canada. Right now, researchers describe it as an iceberg. A lot of the, the ice is just reaching the surface, and they're about to find something imminently. And where they're focusing energy right now is on a new area called translational research. So they're looking at, they've found several pieces of the puzzle in terms of the genes.
Okay.
Now they're looking at targeted therapies. So the best we can do in a short period of time is to find a therapy so that people can live longer.
Now, as you mentioned, like when a person is diagnosed, is there symptoms, or is it genetic DNA related, or how do people know whether they have that gene or the disease?
10% of it is hereditary, so a very small percentage. The 90% of the population, it is random in terms of age, gender. So the good news is, in terms of hereditary, it is a small percentage. And the symptoms, early stages of it will be numbness, tingling in foot or finger, that just something seems off and it's not going away. So right now, people used to not be able to diagnose it very early, but there's new technology now that they're able to diagnose a lot earlier than they used to be.
Now, when they diagnosed it with it, is it a gradual symptoms, or it could be immediately they kind of start losing the muscle nerves?
It varies by person. As I said, average is 3 to 5 years, but some people, unfortunately, it's 6 months, and that would be characterized as a very rapid progression. On the other side, there's people that have had it for 15 years, but on average it's 3 to 5, and it is very rapid, and it does not tend to plateau and then reach another level. It's very progressive.
Okay. Now, I know one of the events that already passed was Bombardier Jet Pool,
yeah,
which a lot of my friends went, and it really attracts me because it was like for a good cause, and I think it's a very unique charity event. 10 people pulling the plane, and I never thought that they actually have the willpower to actually get it done. And that was a special event. And I also donated to a friend who is doing a walk on June 22nd.
Right.
Can you also tell the audience the type of upcoming events that you're going to have?
Sure. Well, the Bombardier Plane Pool really kicked off, I think, our annual activities, and we're really grateful that Bombardier has supported us year over year. The reason they did it is one of their employees died of ALS, and that's their connection to it. And I think, as you know, once you know someone affected by ALS, you tend to stay involved. So that was really a show of human strength. I mean, 10 people pulling a 35,000 plane, 100 meters, incredible. It raised $125,000, attracted over 200 participants. So that was a great start to the season, and throughout the month of June, we have 30 walks in Ontario, 90 across Canada. So we've done about 20 of our walks so far. We have 8 more to go. We have 4 this coming weekend and 4 next weekend. Okay. And next weekend in Sudbury, Randy Carlisle will be joining us. Yes, Randy Carlisle.
Leafs coach.
Yes, Leafs coach.
Go Leafs, go.
He unfortunately has a family member diagnosed with ALS last year, and so he's really stepped up, joined the team, and wants to work with us to raise awareness and raise money.
Now, a lot of charity events usually have one big one, but you have different a number of walks in different cities. Why do you think the organization of that event will work to your favor of your events?
Well, like the disease, you know, ALS is unique, and so are the people that are connected to it. And the idea of the walk was born in London, actually, Ontario, where our founder was from. Okay. And he was at Western University. Unfortunately, he passed away last year of ALS. And so it was born there, and really the movement starts where there's a client base, a patient base, and then the families get together and really are the community champions for it. So this year, for example, we started the Scarborough Walk, first time ever, next weekend.
Oh, first time ever.
Yeah,
nice.
And it's because there's a growing client base, and they used to, when there were fewer clients, attend the Toronto Walk, but now they want to have one of their own and get the community behind it.
So guys, everybody, family members, everybody, if you're in the Scarborough area or you're close by, just come and participate and show your support to raise more money.
Absolutely. Next weekend, the 21st.
Now, you mentioned about Leafs coach Randy Carlisle.
Yeah.
We're going to show the clip of his message to this special event.
Thank you.
When a family member of mine was diagnosed with ALS, I teamed up with ALS Canada to help fight the disease.
ALS, also known as Lou Gehrig's disease, is a progressive fatal disease that causes paralysis of the body.
Join us in the walk for ALS. Donations support education, provide equipment for the ALS community, and fund research to find a cure. Help us reach our goal of $4 million. Join one of the 90 walks across Canada today.
Please visit walkforals.ca and register to walk today.
So that's an amazing video and a great thank you message. And how important are people like Leafs coach and other hockey players or any celebrity to help out participate in charity event like this?
It's critical. As you know, ALS awareness is very low as compared to other diseases. In fact, other diseases are probably in the 70% range of awareness. We're in the 40 to 50% range. People know and identify with a person like Randy Carlyle, and with his name behind it. Unfortunately, he has a family member affected by it, but it really helps boost our awareness for sure. And we've seen that in terms of our walk participation already. Every walk has hit its goal so far in terms of web traffic. So it's already paying off big dividends for sure.
Now, Dev, this type of events not only in June, but there will be more events throughout the season, right?
Right. June's the big month for us, but September we carry on. We've got a couple of golf tournaments, and we've also got a Jim Hunter Cycle for a Cure. So September 10th is our main golf tournament at Angus Glen.
Beautiful golf course.
It's a gorgeous golf course. Come out and play. Foursomes only $1,100 each. So all the golfers out there come out for sure. Randy will be there playing with maybe a few players from the Leafs. And
Leafs players, Leafs coach.
Yeah, lots of good auction items as well.
So Toronto PAV audience, if you want a beautiful day out there, playing in the golf course. Let me tell you, Angus Glen is beautiful, very world-class golf course up in Markham in the York region. And if you want to spend a good time and for a good cause, remember to check it out. So how does people sign up or get to know more about the upcoming events at ALS Canada?
Okay, for the Walk for ALS, it's walkforals.ca/Ontario. And our other events are on our homepage, als.ca. All the information's there under the events section.
Now, Dev, you gave me this special blue flower pin.
Yeah.
Can you tell us more what the meaning and the importance
So that's
of this?
the cornflower, and the cornflower is really our symbol of hope. And for those of you that don't know what a cornflower is, and I admit I did not prior to joining ALS. So cornflower is a fragile flower. However, it's very hardy and can withstand a lot of difficult elements in terms of the weather. And we like to see it as a symbol of hope because it also represents what people with ALS are like. Fragile physically, but they withstand the elements. They've got a lot of fighting power. They're in it to win it. Because they've got this disease, they don't consider themselves dying with the disease. They're living with it, and they're going to do all they can to fight it.
That's very meaningful and very fitting, and I learned a lot about this the symbolic of this flower on my pin. Now, at the same time, when I heard it from my friend that he diagnosed with ALS, I wasn't sure what to do. As a family member or friends or me, people out there, what is the best way to show their support, to surround the support to people who are diagnosed with ALS?
Well, in terms of supporting people with ALS, we do have a very robust support system. So we have staff that are aligned with the regional care model in Ontario, and each one is assigned to about 100 clients. So the first thing to do, I would recommend, is to register with ALS Canada as a client. And our staff will get you all the resources you need, whether it's equipment, referral to specialists, and what have you. In terms of support groups, we have support groups throughout the province. They do home visits to assess your home and see what type of adaptations you might need. So ALS Canada is considered a lifeline in many ways. And I think the best thing you can do as a person that's a friend of a person living with ALS is be positive. And keep their spirits up and let them know that you're a supporter of theirs, and go to one of the events, fundraise for the cause. It goes to client care and it goes to research.
So by going to your site, they would know the different city that has the walk.
They will, yeah. All the walks are listed.
So you know what? Make sure you check out ALS Canada website and show your support financially or show your physically, go and do the walk and just be alert and show your love and the support to the people that are around you who are diagnosed with ALS, and research and get to know more about ALS. Then that would be great.
Thank you, Vern. Appreciate it.
First of all, thank you for having me here. It really means a lot to me because I love to cover a lot of charity event.
Yeah.
And I really want to let people out there who knows more about the good cause and all the charitable events that are out there that they can participate, and the importance to know more about ALS. And I really appreciate your time here tonight.
Well, I appreciate the invitation. We certainly need to get the word out, and this helps a long way.
And
so thank you.
Thank you. And ALS Awareness Month in June. So make sure you check out the information.
Thank you.
And check out the next messages right here, and we'll be interviewing another special guest, Robert Tester. He's going to show you some magic tricks that you can learn at home, and you will be very entertaining. Stay tuned and keep it loud on MoVernie's out here. Yo, this is MoVernie on the Move, live in studio. This is doubleheader, and beside me is the Revel Magic illusionist, Robert Tester. Yo, Robert, how's it going? Yo, wake up, dude.
What's going? Sorry, They drive me crazy.
Yo, what's with this Rubik's Square here, dude?
They drive me crazy. I can't figure them out. I
Really?
can't figure it out without cheating. It just, I don't know why. It just, they drive me nuts. I just can't figure that. You know what? I don't care. I'm just gonna, I'll cheat my way and I'll just, we'll say, they drive me nuts.
How do you do that?
I don't know. What? I just solved the Rubik's Cube.
Holy.
Holy what?
I never have talent in any of these Rubik's Square, and you just make it so easy.
No, I just, that's how I cheat. I'm kidding. I don't cheat. That was my ex-girlfriend. She was good at it.
Oh, Rob, this is Rob, man. Yo, how's it going?
I'm good. How are you, Vern?
Nice to have you here.
Nice to be here. Thank you very much for having me. I really appreciate it.
So, you know, I really want to know this. I seen a lot of your tricks, a lot of your creative ideas. Why do you want to become a Revel Magic magician, illusionist?
Well, why did I want to become an illusionist? Well, that's actually a good question. I just love making people laugh, and people would think, well, then why aren't you a comedian then? Well, because magic is just cool. I'm a guy, and we like tinkering with things and going, well, that was awesome. That's actually the same thing I do every single time I learn a new magic trick or create a new magic trick or illusion. It's just fun. I like making people go, whoa. Because it's kind of...
I do react that a lot of time after looking at a lot of your tricks.
Thanks, Ron. You're gonna make me blush.
So how long you been doing this, and you know, like how long you been doing this?
A while, actually. My mom is an illusionist, and my dad used to be a magician, and they
all in the family.
Well, they fornicated, and I was born. Okay. It's a true story I made up. Wow. No, I'm kidding. I know. I've been doing it for about, right now, 8 years professionally. So as a job, I've only been doing it full time for about 2.5. Almost 3 years. It'll be 3 years very shortly.
Pretty cool.
But all my life, I loved magic as a kid. My parents would get me a magician for my birthday, and they had the easiest job in the world because their gift to me was the magician and a magic kit, and I'd be the happiest kid every single year. And then, like every little kid who likes magic, I grew out of it. Just not that I grew out of it, but it just exited from my life. You know, other things caught up, like playing sports or doing well in school, and then all of a sudden somebody showed me a trick and it drove me crazy, and I had to figure out how it was done. And I figured out how it was done because I bought it. He wouldn't let me do it without buying it. And then yeah, and it was all uphill or downhill or just straight from there. Kind of a plateau.
So Rob, I gotta say a special shout out to my bro Mo Kenny. The moment he knows that you're here, they're like, yo, I gotta race home to watch this because I love his magic. That's exactly the words from Mokani. And I know a lot of children family are watching here, the audience. There are, you know, when you're bored at your work, this is where you get entertained, and this is the best part about your magic.
Yeah, we try. That's what we do. We entertain people. It's kind of weird. Yeah. Well, am I supposed to do magic now?
Yo, yeah, you better do some magic, man. Let's get some action.
No, I'm not in my outfit.
Oh, so what? Do you have a special ritual outfit?
Is it? Do you mind if I change? I don't like this one. It's kind of black. And
sure.
This one's a little bit nicer.
In New York.
Maybe I'll do this one because I hate Rubik's cubes. So I wear one on my chest. I don't need this anymore either.
Wow.
So now I'm good to go.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is your lucky tees.
No, I just got this actually.
Okay.
Because it has a Rubik's Cube on it.
You and your Rubik's Cube, man. What's with that?
Nothing. This is the only second thing that I have a Rubik's Cube on. One is the actual Rubik's Cube, and the other is my shirt. Well, let's see if we can try.
Yeah, let's do it. I want to see some tricks, man.
Right.
Oh yeah, are you okay, Rob?
I get excited. Sorry, I'm excited because I had a lot of Coke earlier, and I actually have the rest of it here. And you can see I had some Coke, but this is crushed and empty. I was drinking it earlier, and you can see how it's crushed and empty. But if we just try something, if we just concentrate on the can, it slowly starts to uncrush itself. And check this out. It is open on the top, and you just give it a little bit of a wave, and it becomes closed. And then you do this.
Wow.
And it is now.
That's a Coke.
Try it. Taste it. Tell everybody if it's real. Oh, he downed it.
Yo, I'm
Is it
thirsty,
real?
man. Yeah, it's real, man.
Does it taste good?
It tastes good. It's Coca-Cola, I'm pretty sure.
I backwash a little bit. It gives it some spice.
Oh, nice. Nice kicker flavor.
I'm kidding. It doesn't give it any spice.
Oh. Yo, that's... Wow, do you guys see that? From a crust can to me drinking this Coca-Cola right now. That was a good splash.
What is this place?
You're in universe, Rob.
We're in outer space.
We're in outer space, flowing.
I'm going to show you something. A sheet of paper.
Hello.
It says what?
Hello.
And on the other side, what should it say?
We'll see what it should be
What should it
saying.
say? Hello. What's
Hello.
on the other side?
Should be saying goodbye?
Goodbye. Goodbye.
What?
Hello.
Hello.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Hello. That's the first time I did that trick.
Yo,
Magic.
the magic.
Screens that are green.
I know, green, eh?
And papers that are green.
I know. I love green lately.
You like green?
Yeah.
It's a nice color.
Yes. Yes.
All right. I think I might. Now I know you were telling me that you wanted me to actually teach your audience a magic trick, and I'm going to try something. We're going to do something very simple at first. Depending on how much time we have, we could do another one as well. But I have here. We have some elastics on my wrist. I'm going to try something with this elastic. Actually, if you just take the elastic, you go like this, and here I'm going to move closer to the camera, and you just. It was good. No, it wasn't good. I'm going to teach you how that was done. It's very simple. You get an elastic band and more elastic bands. You put a bunch of them around your wrist. You take one elastic band, you also put it around your wrist, you pull up like this, grab, squeeze together, put to your nose, and then you let go of here, here, and because if you don't do the people will think you're normal. No, I'm kidding. It adds to the effect. It looks like it actually went up your nose. So again, you go like this. I want another. Okay, no more.
Yo, is Rob getting high with this trick? Oh, yo.
Some more Coke?
Yeah, I want some more Coke. I'm thirsty.
Me.
Boo. Boo.
No.
You're not going to share that?
Well, I have cold sores.
Oh, okay. Oh.
I'm kidding.
You have everything.
No, I have everything. I don't have everything. If I had everything, I wouldn't be here.
Yo, not even for MoVernie?
Yes, I would. For you, I would.
Yeah, this is getting crazy. I wonder what's up in the sleeve again.
I have some in my wallet for you, MoVernie.
Wow, yo, is there a lot of money in there?
You know what?
Yo! Dude!
Don't get too excited. I burn through cash.
Wow. Yo, you should give it to me! Don't waste money!
I don't burn through cash. That was my ex-girlfriend. She was good at it.
Oh, okay. Oh, whoa.
MoVernie, I'm kidding. I've never had a girlfriend.
Oh.
I'm kidding. She's actually right there. You see her? Son, say hi.
Hey, how's it going, man?
One day somebody will be there to respond.
Yes, your girlfriend's right into space.
I have money in here.
Okay.
You can
Oh,
see that?
$5.
$5 bill. And if you take a $5 bill, and what happens?
Whoa.
Turns to credit. But don't
Wow.
make fives turn to credit. You don't want that.
Wow, do you see that? Wow, from cash to credit card. That's amazing. That's amazing.
Thanks, MoVernie.
Yo, you know, like, magic is just amazing.
Well, thank you. That's why I got into it. It is amazing. It's kind of one of these arts that you can be so completely open with it, right? You can be crazy like I am. Obviously, I'm not normally crazy. It's just not.
By now, I think you're, I'm not normal Rob right here.
No, he's like, well, this isn't the same guy who walked in 25 minutes ago. No. No. Sorry, I watched, The Dumb and Dumber. I actually saw that trailer this morning for the first time, and I didn't even know it was coming out. So when I saw Jeff Daniels walking down, when I saw it this morning, and I was sitting in my bed at like 7 o'clock, reading my iPhone on its side, and then you're going to press the button where it makes it like, the orientation lock, because you're like, oh man, I said it from before when I was texting, because you're on your side and it turns side. You know what I'm talking about. So I was watching it, and then I saw, and I'm like, Jeff Daniels, and he walked up to Jim Carrey, and I'm like, oh my god, because Jim Carrey is my favorite. He's crazy and wild, and I'm so excited for the movie to come out.
I can't wait to see that. And
I'm so excited.
that's why my show is always on top of things. You see it a few hours before, it already showing here.
I know, already on MoVernie, right here. Yes. On MoVernie.
So Rob, how do you come up with the magic tricks that you create on your own?
Well, there are a few things that I do. So one, when it comes to magic and illusion, there's a lot of thinking that is involved with creation and performance of these illusions and magic tricks. So the thing is, a lot of the things that illusionists and magicians do, either A, they've created themselves, B, they've taken somebody else's illusion and perform it until they get the hang of it and then create their own pattern for it, or a combination of two. Wait, hold on a second. The first one is the combination of the two. Sorry, I was too excited, and now I got to go back to normal. So anyways, what I actually do is I take this concept here, and this concept here, and those, they have a three-way, and they have a child, but then they got to figure out with a paternity test which one is the father, because sometimes there are more traits from one and the other one's like, whoa, this isn't my kid, I don't have to pay alimony.
It's like Maury.
Yeah, exactly, Maury, yeah. I don't get it, too, because like he used to be a regular TV talk show host, and now all he does is paternity tests. It should be called the paternity test show. I thought we were... What were we talking about? Oh yeah, how I created magic. So that's pretty much what I do. I take certain concepts and I make them my own because, like for example, certain tricks are performed very serious, and I can't perform tricks seriously. Not that I can't physically, but that's not my style. I don't feel like when I'm, looking at you and pretending to read your mind or trying to get information from you that it's, I'm going to take information from you, because it doesn't suit my style. That's not the type of person I am. I could be, but I don't want to. I'd rather be somebody who's kind of wild, makes you laugh at the same time instead of makes you go, that guy's creepy. Wait, they do that anyways.
Oh, Rob. Show us some more tricks.
Okay. I'm going to show another one that we can teach.
Sure.
Do we have a little bit of time?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
This one won't take too long. But what you do, this is what you have to do. You have to get a box of crayons. You can get a box of crayons. You can see it's kind of like disappearing in certain angles, but that's okay. It's because there's green here. It's a green screen. Well, it's the universe. Sorry, I forgot. It's an illusion of the universe. So you get a box of crayons. You can get it from Dollarama from $1.25. I thought it was Dollarama, not $1.25 or up to $3 So, but what you have to do is you have to take out most of the crayons, and I already did that. I have them right here. The reason why I take these out is because these are kind of ambiguous. We've got, for example, violet red. Red violet. Those are different colors, but they're called the same thing backwards. Weird. Then we have, oh, this one's long. It's all one word, actually. The color of the stuff that comes out of Rob's nose when he's sick. Those you can't see, it's green. Then we've got, oh, this is the most ambiguous. It's gray. It's a gray area. So you got to take those out. Now, you take these, and they're the rest. Now, inside, we have all the basic colors, okay? We have red, orange, yellow, white, black, even though those are shades and not colors, pink, brown, and blue. And what you do is you take them, you put them inside a crayon box, the empty crayon box, you put them inside. And then you say, here, I'm going to turn around. MoVernie, I want you to open this crayon box. You're going to take out just one. Okay. Once you do that, let me know, and I'll close the crayon box, okay? I'll turn my back. Nope, no screens here for me to look at either, so go ahead. Take one out.
Okay.
You got one?
Yep.
I'm going to close the box, show the camera which color you chose. I'm just going to put the box on the seat. You show. Now, oh, I'm not going to look. Good.
Okay.
Now, MoVernie,
yep.
Put that crayon in my hand. Excellent. I'm yelling because I don't have a microphone. Okay. So I'm going to turn my back and I'm going to face you now. So we have a microphone now. So I'm going to face you, and this is what I'm going to do. I want you to concentrate on the color that you chose. I'm just going to take the information from your head and put it here, and take it and put it here. And I think I know what color you chose. Actually, I don't, because you didn't pick a color. And remember how I said two of those colors were shades? Well, one of those colors that's a shade was white. And I think you picked white. You did pick white!
Oh my god.
You see, oh my god!
Oh my god.
It's Rob. It's Rob.
Oh, wow. No. Wow, man. Holy. Yo, wow.
Pretty cool. And
That's
you know
pretty
what's crazy
cool.
about that is I'm going to teach you how it's done.
Okay.
Now, this is what you do. Again, you take out all the ambiguous colors, the ones that are hard to name. You keep in the basic ones. What I do is when I turn my back, you pick out a crayon.
Right.
Let's say this one that I'm not going to look at. I don't know what it is right now, honestly. But what do I do to read your mind? I put my hand right here, and I read your mind, and I put it here. And I take the information and put it here. And I actually know what the color is now. I know that the color is brown. How do I know that? Well, look. If you look under my thumbnail.
Oh.
It's dirt. No, it's not dirt. That is not dirt. That is actually the color brown from the crayon. Now, what do I do? Behind my back, they all fell. Behind my back, what I do is I take it and I flip it upside down. And I take the bottom, not the top, because people all know that the top is sharp. And if people see differences in the top, they will think that that's how you feel what the color is. And you don't want them to think that, because most people will, if you give them a reason to think that it's that, when it isn't. You take the bottom, which, as you can see, maybe not the camera, it is all scratched up. Yeah. And what I do is I take it with my thumb behind my back, I scratch a little bit under my thumbnail. And I keep it behind my back with the other hand. Then when I read your mind, this is what I do. I look at you in the face, but at the corner of my eye, I'm looking at my thumb that is facing me. And if I don't see it, I take the information and I put it here. Now I'm really looking at my thumb. It's in my face. Wow. I can see it. Very close.
Wow.
Unless you're farsighted. Then you do it a couple times. Once you get it, you put your hand back behind my back, your back, and you flick it away. So that when you flick it away, it leaves. Now if somebody sees that it flicks away, just be like, oh, I was picking my nose and, you know, whatever. Yeah. Because I pick it all the time, right? Wow. Yeah, it's actually good for you.
That's a good trick.
Yeah.
I'm really amazed. Oh wow, I think that will be a trick that people at home can really learn it and impress a lot of people.
Thanks, MoVernie. Yeah, well, all you have to do really is practice. Because something like that, I try to teach as quick as I can. I actually teach a lot of classes at elementary schools. It's the science of magic we actually teach. We teach not only the magic tricks, but the science behind them. And those are two of the tricks with the elastic up the nose and the crayon trick that we teach at our elementary schools at lunchtime and after school programs. And what we do is we teach those tricks and we actually go into it a lot more. We'll usually teach 3 tricks every class, and it's about an hour each. So we'd spend about 20 minutes on each trick and teaching it. So we go into the little intricacies of how to do it so that people won't see how you do it and that people will be amazed every single time. Right?
Just like me, I'm amazed.
Exactly, right? Now, if you do that for the first time, it might be a little, you know, you might be a little discouraged because people might catch you that first time. But it's okay as long as you get it, because what they say, this is something that I heard a long time ago, that amateurs practice something until they get it right. And professionals practice something so that they can't get it wrong. And I think that you should practice until you can't get it wrong so that you can call yourself a professional at doing that trick, at shooting a 3, which apparently the Spurs are really good at.
Ginobili.
Yeah, oh my. 90%. First quarter. Or was it half? I don't know. I was watching the Jays.
So, Rob, if people want to sign up for classes, to your classes, where can they find you?
Actually, this is actually a class. Sorry, it's not an individual class where we have like a unit where we teach the classes. It's myself and my business partner. His name is Baldini, and what we do is we teach these classes at schools. Okay. So they have some. I learned English this morning. Give me a chance. So teachers or schools actually have lunchtime programs that they offer. Some schools, some public, some private schools, and after-school programs. And we're actually in 15 schools right now, him and I, and we're performing at these different schools and teaching these tricks. It goes on for 8 weeks, 3 times a year. And yeah, if anybody out there is in elementary school or even high school and thinks that this would be a great thing, you want to learn magic at lunch or after school, ask your teacher, The Science of Magic. And you'll find it under Baldini. Bald, I-N-I. Nice. Yeah, because Baldini's bald.
So, Rob, thanks for having me here, and thanks for coming here. Now, can you show us 2 more tricks?
2 more tricks?
Yeah, I love it. I love it, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people want to see it.
Why not? Okay, let's see what we haven't done yet. Let's go into my little bag of tricks. I got one. So, I have an invisible book, unfortunately. It's not really invisible, it's just green. Now, this book I bought, play ball. You like baseball, right?
Oh, I love baseball.
So, me as well. I love the Jays. I've loved the Jays.
Let's go, Jays.
First remember, right? Now, this book I bought, I don't even remember how long ago it was. It was a couple months ago. And I used to actually, it was the greatest. I had this It was 88 cents. I bought it at a store on Roncesvalles because I live off of Roncesvalles. And I bought this book because sometimes I do strolling magic, where I walk around table to table, group to group, where I need things that can fit in my pockets, in my jacket pocket, in a little case that I carry around. And this is small enough that I can fit it in my back pocket. So what I'm going to do with this is, a lot of times, like, people do these things, they're mentalism effects. It's mind reading, or the appearance that you can read minds. Now, if anybody tells you that they can read your mind, including psychics, I believe it's a lie. I don't believe that anybody can read minds. But what people can be very good at is reading a person. Now, how can you do that? You can read a person, how they move, how their eyes twitch, how their lips shiver, how their nose flares up, how their body language is. Because remember, if you don't know this, communication is 20% what you say, 80% tone of voice and body language. So you could be saying yes, but meaning no with your body language and tone of voice, and most people will figure it out. Think of this next time you're at home or somewhere and you ask somebody a question that you think they might lie about. A lot of times they'll wipe their nose. And when they wipe their nose, it doesn't necessarily mean that they are lying, but a lot of times that's an indication that they are. Now, let's get to the trick. Now, this, we can go on and we can do something crazy, but I'm going to do a very simple version of this because we don't have a lot of time, and I'm not going to do it the way I usually perform it in my stage show. So, I want you to see that first word right there, just the first word of the page.
Okay.
What's the word?
I'm going to tell you?
Yes.
Treasures.
Treasures. Perfect. And you can see that that word is different than that first word, right?
Right.
Now, I can actually, like, I can kind of see a reflection in your glasses, but I can't see the, oh, I can see the book a little bit, but I wouldn't even be able to read. And I'm kind of going to look away when I do it as well, stand far away from you. Now, look, you can see that it's different than that first word, and that first word, that first word. I'm just going to quickly keep looking at the first word. First words of the book. And just, they're going to go fast, but just pay attention to them, see what they are. I'm just showing you that they are all different. We're going to go close to the end. Perfect. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that again. And you're going to say stop wherever you'd like.
Okay.
When you say stop, I want you to look at that first word. Now, this is the thing. If you think it's maybe, for example, maybe I took this page and I opened it 1,000,000 times so that it always opens to this page when you say stop, tell me to continue. Say, I don't like that word, continue. Or if it's a word like to, the, who, what, where, when, why, if, and, or, but, how, stuff like that, don't pick one of those because it's very small. It'll be hard for me to figure it out by asking you questions. So you understand what I'm saying? Good.
Sure.
I don't even get it, and I've said it 1,000,000 times. So tell me when to stop whenever you'd like.
Okay. Stop.
Now, do you want to use that word or do you want to use a different word?
Let's use a different word.
A different word?
Yes.
Okay, we'll continue.
Stop.
There, do you want to use that word or do you want to use a different word?
Let's keep this word.
This one?
Yeah.
You want to stick with this one? Okay,
Yeah.
remember the word. Do not forget it. You still have it in your mind,
Yes.
right? Okay, now this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this mic from you, MoVernie. No, I don't know. That's not sanitary. So now I don't have to yell anymore. I'm kidding. Now, MoVernie, I'm going to ask you some questions, okay? Now, this is the thing. I want you to think of the type of word it is. Think of whether it's a verb, which is an action word. So, running, walks, jumped, jamped, jumped, jamp, jumped, stuff like that. Or a noun, which is a person, place, or thing. Okay, I just got from you it's a noun. It's not actually, because your right eye, my left, your right eye just twitched a little to the right, and that tells me that it is actually a noun because you thought of, oh, person, place, or thing. Now think of whether it's a person or a place or a thing. A person or a place or a thing, okay? So I don't see it as being a person. It's either a place or a thing, but I'm not sure. It's kind of like you're leaning towards one or the other, but I can't figure out if you're leaning towards there. Now imagine if it's big or small. Okay, good. It's a thing. Okay, because usually a place would be big, and no matter what kind of place it is, a room is still very big. And you saw this as something that's kind of medium-sized. Okay. Now think of what kind of thing this is. If it is a thing, and it might be a thing that persons use. Yeah. Okay. Good. And they might not necessarily use. Maybe there are different types of this thing. Yeah, okay, that's, yeah. It's something that facilitates us in our daily lives when we're like, maybe you would have a lot of this around your house. Maybe, okay, imagine, when was the last time you moved? Like living places?
4 years ago?
4 years ago. Do you remember when you first moved there?
Yeah.
Now, let me ask you a question. When you moved there, before then, were you living with your parents or were you living somewhere else already on your own?
Parents.
With your parents. So imagine, I think you would have a lack, like none of what you're thinking of. The word is when you first... Okay, good. Here, can you hold this?
Yep.
Now, MoVernie, we're going to be honest for the people at home. Have I told you to think about anything? Did you, when you stop, was there something that I said, hey, no matter where we stop, I want you to think of this specific word or whatever the case? There's nothing been set up, right?
No.
Okay, so you've got
this is as real as it gets.
As real as it gets, that's right. I'm going to write something, which I think it is. You think I got it?
I think you probably got it.
Yeah? I haven't written anything yet. It's just blank. No, I'm kidding. Now, MoVernie, I want you to just say to the camera or to the people in the microphone what the first letter of the word is. You could say it now.
So you already wrote it?
So, yes, just the first letter.
F.
F. Okay, so we're on the right track. You can see I wrote an F. Okay, so here we go. I think I got it. Let's... Remember, MoVernie? Remember when we were discussing what we were going to do today and we're like, hey, should we stand or should we sit?
Yes.
I'm glad we sat. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah? Yeah, I'm glad we sat. Tell everybody, what's the word that you chose?
Furniture.
Furniture. Okay, so furniture is actually the road.
Wow.
Road furniture. And yeah, you can keep it as a souvenir.
Wow. Thank you.
See, I think, now...
This is real, man.
Tell me if I'm wrong. The first word that you were thinking of wasn't something that, because this is the only thing that I got. It wasn't something that was like a small word, right? Because I told you to skip if it was just a word you didn't want to use.
Yeah, the word I didn't want.
Probably because maybe it was something that we had discussed a lot already.
Yes.
Okay, that's kind of weird. I don't know why I won't be able to figure out any more than that unless I really go into. You still remember the word?
Yes.
I'm something school. School?
Yes.
It was school?
Yes.
The word was school.
The word is related to school.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Well, I don't know what the word is. What was the word? What was it? I'm curious now.
Education.
Oh, okay, crazy. Oh, that's weird. All right.
Wow. Well, you know what? This is amazing. A lot of magic tricks here. Rob, amazing, entertaining, and you know what? I gotta say, this is a real MoVernie show. Everybody that comes on to my show are real, and those tricks are real. We never set it up before, and I'm really amazed. He just impressed me, and every time it's just exciting. And this furniture word was right the moment I just saw it, and you actually wrote it and got it done.
I did.
That's amazing, man.
I'll give you my business card.
Okay. Yeah, I need your business card so they can show people. No. No, man. Oh, shit.
Don't get excited.
Yo, is this safe? Is this going to turn on fire now?
No, only once.
Yo, thanks for being on my show, man.
You're welcome, MoVernie.
Appreciate it.
I really appreciate it.
Make sure, you can replay my show many times so that you can learn the tricks. And I will be impressed if you even tape yourself and let us know how you flare with the tricks that Rob teach you today.
Yeah, and actually, if they want to see more, they can go to my YouTube channel as well, which is youtube.com/RevelMagic, RevelMagic. And also, everything that I have is Revel Magic. So Facebook.com/RevelMagic, @RevelMagic, if you want to tweet me.
Okay.
If you want to give me the bird.
Okay, we're going to tweet you, man. Yo, MoVernie on the Move live. We're right here. We're going to be taking a free week break because I am going to travel to the globe, to the other side of the world, to interview a lot of restaurants, a lot of hotels, and I'm going to bring in a lot of interviews back here in 3 weeks, and I will show you a lot of different cool stuff around the world. And stay tuned, MoVernie is out here, amazing, Robert Hester, as well as thank you to the ALS Canada, and I will see you soon. And remember, go and check out World Cup. It's FIFA, soccer, everybody, love sports. MoVernie's out here.